So I've made videos in the past talking about philosophy as a walk in the woods, philosophy as a walk among trees, and Heidegger famously described philosophy this way as a Holzwege, a sort of a wood path that one begins, at the edge of the domesticated world and steps into the wild without a clear way forward. One is willing to wander, and in that way to perhaps discover a clearing, which we could call a place of wonder, to arrive at a place of wonder. Now, this is philosophy among trees, right? I've been reading Gilles Deleuze also recently, and he describes philosophy as rather than walking in the woods, it's more like digging in the mud among rhizomatic networks. So more like maybe walking in cow patties in search of mushrooms, with the mycelial mats beneath the grass, connected in non-linear ways without any vertical or hierarchical structure or ordering regime. A tree, on the other hand, is hierarchical. It's vertically ordered. It aims for the light, for balance, right? While a rhizome, a mycelial network, is horizontal. It's distributed. Power and intelligence is distributed throughout the entire organism, if we could even call it one organism. It's unclear how many organisms is a mycelial mat. Tough to say. Even when we talk about trees, while they may appear separate on the surface, they mature in the context of groves with other trees, and they share root networks, and there's a subterranean network that connects all of these vertically ordered trees that, from our vantage point here on the surface, would appear to be reaching for the sky, towards the light of the sun. They're also reaching, searching, digging into the ground in search of the center of the earth. So, these are two images of philosophy. Rhizomatic philosophy, the philosophy of Deleuze, the philosophy of difference, a particular philosophy of difference, let's say, and Heidegger's, which is a philosophy of the forest among trees, which is in its way also a philosophy of difference, in that one doesn't enter the woods in search of a supreme tree, of the one tree to rule all other trees. One enters the forest in search of a clearing, a lack of trees, but a space nonetheless created by trees. So this video, I think, reflecting on these two root images in the philosophies of Deleuze and Heidegger, would go well with my last video on reading some of Gaston Bachelard's Metaphysics of Imagination, where he talks about this root image of the tree. But for Bachelard, the root image of the imagination is inverse. It's upside down. Its branches reach into the ground while its roots grow through the air into the sky. So